Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story for the month of March 2018. And this is for you coming from Cancer. And let me just shuffle my Kabbalistic Tarot cards. And the first card that I'm going to pull will be for you coming from Cancer, will be for the first 15 days of March for you coming from Cancer. And for you coming from Cancer, the situation seems good enough. So if you are looking for a new romance, I would say the chances of getting one would be very easy. The only drawback, if ever, is a sense of being too much of a perfectionist, either you or the other party who you may be targeting for a romance. This sense of perfectionism seems to interfere a bit. Apart from that, I think the chances are about 60% of engaging yourself in a new romance, and it'll be, I think, a pretty good enough romance. If you have an ongoing romance, then it's a good card. It shows continuity of love, and it shows the possibility of you doing well. There are signs here that show that a financial situation may interfere in the first 15 days regarding the continuity of love. So is you listening to me, try not to make too much of this financial the situation, and let things be peaceful so that you can have the continuity of love with your romance partner in the first 15 days. Okay. Regarding your marriage, the situation looks very solid. I don't see any big headache here. There may be, as I said, the financial area which needs to be sorted out, but otherwise the possibility of a good first 15 days of marriage are good enough for you. In fact, there's a lot of bonding on this card, I must say. And although points of view may be a bit different, the bonding is still there in the first 15 days. So a new romance can be found, ongoing romance can be helped, and the marriage situation can be improved. The only situation here I see is money, or the way it should be spent could be the issue. I'm going to be pulling the next card. And this has got to do with your last 15 days for you coming from Cancer. And it really is not a good card. It's a very fiery card and shows that sparks are going to fly if you find a new romance in the last 15 days. There's going to be a lot of disagreement, a lot of fighting, a lot of differences of opinion. So think very carefully if you find a romance in the last 15 days. It's more than a handful. It's not making you happy, and it's putting a lot of stress and anxiety on you. So take it easy and go slow if a new romance finds you in the last 15 days of March. The ongoing romance itself is going to be having a lot of issues of conflict and provocation. Words are being said, and of course there's a lot of fire on this card. So anything can catch fire very easily. It's you who is listening to me. So if you want to keep your romance area happy, mind what you say, use words which are polite and soft, and a body language that is very nice. Your ongoing romance needs a lot of support in the sense of kindness as well. Now, this card, if I translate it to marriage, is going to show that plenty of provocation seems to be welling up. And there must be a reason. Excuse me. Must be a reason, and the reason here is basically ego, and who wants to say what and who wants to take charge. And so is you listening to me. Control your ego in the last 15 days. Don't let your ego get the better of you and wanting to, just for the sake of ego, have your way. Relax. Do it for the sake of making your last 15 days in marriage better and better. This ego also applies to your romance area. And so the ego situation seems to be getting involved in the marriage area to cause plenty of differences. And the last thing I may say is don't dominate either in the last 15 days, and you'll be able to do well enough. Now, looking at both of this card, I'm going to give you your lucky dates. Your lucky dates for the month of March for you coming from Cancer. And the dates I've chosen from these cards would be the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, and the 28th. They are not the best in Cancer, but from these cards, these are the best I can find. So look forward to the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, 28th, looking for a new romance or finding solutions to improve your ongoing romance, or definitely finding solutions to help your marriage. 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th of March, very good for you in that way. I'm also going to choose some lucky ages for you. And the lucky ages I've chosen from this card would be, you see, Kabbalistic cards give planetary signs and zodiac signs, and that's why I like using them. And so the ages which I'm going to pluck for you are, if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you're going to find romance coming your way very easily. You'll have the aura, you'll have the special aura of it. And if you happen to be of these ages which I've just mentioned, you will do well in your ongoing romance and your marriage as well. You will have this special help from planets. If you are not of these ages, never mind. You need to make a personal consultation so that we can have 90 minutes on Skype. And that's going to cost you USD 50. And for that USD 50, I will talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life in detail. And so that will be based on your date of birth and your time of birth, and looking at your palms as well, and face reading you while we Skype, and even using Kabbalistic tarot if we need to. So it's going to be a very intense 90 minutes to help you get the control of your next 7 to 8 years to do as best as possible. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me an email and contact me and ask me questions, and I'll be able to then get you into a 90-minute control where your next 7 or 8 years will be very easy to handle because you will know what's going to happen. Until then, thank you and good luck.